When I came to Ann Arbor, I saw us in Burton Memorial Tower. People can consider it the ivory tower of Ann Arbor. And I thought one of the things we really need to do is get out of the tower and into the communities of Southeast Michigan. And as I talked to these communities, many of them communities of shared ethnic heritage, I found out that the Musical Society wasn't on their radar screen, and if it was a sense of it's not for me. And yet the people I was talking, the folks I was talking to, had fabulous culture to share, and it wasn't being presented in our region. And so I said, well, we could have a responsibility in bringing this forward to the public, but boy, do we need to learn about these cultures. And so we started having immersion experiences for our staff and our board. And one of the most wonderful communities in Southeast Michigan is the large Arab community. In fact, folks say the largest concentration of Arabs outside the Middle East is right here within 30 miles of Ann Arbor. And having had no relationship with that community and not really knowing its diversity in religion, diversity in geography, and diversity in cultural expressions, we needed to learn a lot. And so we had a wonderful partner in Access, the Arab Community Center for Economic and Social Services, and later the Arab American National Museum. And after we developed that relationship of trust and respect, we could ask each other, we need to ask three questions. What do you want? What do I want? And what do we want together? And that's when we could really share with each other. And so that's an example of how we began a relationship with one of these communities. And then eventually we brought in an Arab artist, Simon Shaheen, who was a great artist to bring in, as he's Palestinian and trained on the lute, but also on the violin at an American conservatory, and a great guy to bridge that gap for us. And then we eventually had an Arab World Music Festival, and then we've had a second round of events since the year 2000, so it's been a 10-year history. And what's involved there is listening, learning, getting deep into that community. And if there's not been a relationship before, you need to develop, well, we started by breaking bread together at a great, Arab restaurant. And over the years, built a wonderful relationship with that community.